В общем-то, всем привет! Вы на канале Толмач Steam, с вами Верна, и сегодня мы проходим то, что у меня не появилось на экране. Ага, у меня игра опять слетела. Да, короче, нет, все хорошо. Фу, все замечательно. Кстати, у меня музыка продолжает играть. Сейчас вернусь. У меня просто были некоторые проблемки с захватом игры, как это ни странно. Да, но сейчас это норм. Я, кстати, походу забыла форточку нормально прикрыть. Ну ладно. Вот, первую часть я прошла сама, причем прошла, я не помню, дай бог памяти, ну, может быть, полгода назад. Вот, я не скажу, что она мне прям зашла, но по сюжету я пробежала и норм, поэтому вот решила вторую попробовать. Говорят, она там чуть ли не самая сочная в серии. Так что поехали. Да. Так, а чё? Да, ты меня перенесешь? Ну, перенеси, чё нет. Я, правда, не очень поняла, что с первой частью. Я когда зашла, чтобы, в принципе, попробовать захват экрана, меня с последнего, походу, автосейва кинуло на финальную битву, и я не уверена, что там каких-то выборов не было, и, короче, не факт, что они перенесутся. Так, ну, да легкая. Во, легкая. Конечно, легкая. Я сюда что, играть пришла? Я пришла за сюжетом. Да, сори, что Масыч, опять же, я знаю, что его там Настя проходила, но это было, я не знаю, там года 2 назад. Вот, и Настя это Настя, она профессионал, а я первый раз эту игру вижу. Вот. Автосохранение, конечно. Что за уровни силы? Ранг, специализация. В смысле? Что это за стрелочки? Ой-ой. А что произошло? Что произошло? Почему я не успела все прочитать? Привет, привет всем, кто присоединяется. Я пока ничего не понимаю. Знаю, что вот этот чувак прикольный.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Хотя бы озвучка английская. После опустошительной атаки гетов на цитадель прошел месяц. Человечество стало наиболее влиятельной силой в галактике. Совет, во главе которого теперь встали выходцы из Земли, вынужден был отреагировать на подтверждение того, что жнецы — гигантские машины, уничтожающие все органические цивилизации раз в 50 тысяч лет. Вернулись. Спасибо, я все прочитала. Ну, из того, что я сейчас прочитала, я поняла только то, что я совет слила. Блин, я, по-моему, читала, что есть развилка, где можно слить совет, но там опять, по-моему, будут выходцы разных рас. А у меня почему-то одни люди там. Ну, окей. Нет, конечно, я играла на английском. Я включила, смотрю, там русская озвучка, я такая, эх, русская озвучка. Вот, переключила на английскую, пошла помыла руки, лицо, уши, вот, и села играть.
Something happened to him.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down.
Какая жизнь.
Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Да, ну, совесть, что вип просто... Он так упал, а она за ним следом, что в такой ситуации, когда пытаешься помочь неуклюжему другу и падаешь сам. Когда не смешно.
Shepard,
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
will the Alliance get here in time?
I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
Get to the damn shuttle. I'll haul Joker's crippled ass out of here.
Shepard,
Get the hell out of here.
Слушай, а кто второй? Типа ренегатор? Это красные выборы, да? Насколько я помню. Я хорошо парня отыгрывала, но я думаю попробовать отыграть мужика. Потому что местами прям хочется. Зеленые? Ну, мне тогда синий восклицательный выбор. Может, на блогах просто постоянно, типа, синий с красным рисуют, типа, один.
Mayday! 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 This is SSB Normandy!
А, окей. Бывает.
We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy.
Кстати, видела где-то, кто-то подмечал, что в Saints Row 4 корабль это пародия на Масыч. Я вот только сейчас, когда вот здесь вот пробегала, поняла, что Рили очень корабль похож на то, что в Saints Row 4 был. Прям забавно. А чё прогуливаемся-то? Ну, там самое смешное было, когда можно было робота жахнуть. Это прям топчик. Ну поговорите, чё.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up.
Ну ладно, я тоже всех жахнула на самом деле.
You want to round for another attack?
В смысле в Saints Row? Я в первом Масыче не сразу просекла, что можно было всех жахнуть. Я вот не помню, я кого-то жахнула или нет.
Watch the arm.
Ну, закономерные вопросы, Майлз. Ты же знаешь, что я всех в этом чате жахнула. Это цена ниже любого конкурента для продвижения. Ребята, это вы мне должны платить, вы шо? Я тут чё, сижу, стараюсь, харизму включаю, чтобы вы мне предлагали Денежки свои отдавать, которых у меня нет. Не, а чё вот он сейчас полетел и выжил, а значит, полет Леи в 8 части ЗВ что-то все засрали, порвались. Как бы, ну, рили. Чё, стоит? Ну, давай.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough,
Ну
disciplined.
то есть, если я в первую часть играла, то мне сейчас ничего выбирать не
Ashley
надо.
joined
Я
up
сейчас
with us
просто
and took
смотрю,
us
что
to
у
the
меня было
spot
до
where she
этого,
lost
да?
her squad. That's when we saw it.
Там просто как бы вопросик такой был,
Shit.
что типа хотите выбрать
Like
предысторию?
nothing I'd ever seen.
Ну окей.
It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon
То
left
есть
by a
мы сейчас
long dead
все-таки
race
узнаем,
called
кого
the
я жахнула.
Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest-looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently, she'd felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead. Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control, said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Caden was a good man, and a great soldier.
Блин, вот здесь вообще тяжко было.
But I had to choose, and I chose Ash.
Хорош,
was
надо
the
было
last time
мужика
Saren would
выбирать.
slip
Ну
away
там
from
типа
me.
с ним заромасить можно,
I knew then,
поэтому
the next time we
я
met,
устала.
one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Caden's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other, and it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council could be replaced. The fleets were needed here and now if we were going to defeat Sovereign. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Блин, вообще максимально душный комикс. То есть, ну да, он прикольно нарисован, он передает все события, но... Блин, вот мне сейчас было это скучновато читать. Типа, а если б я не играла, мне было бы очень сложно вообще понять, что произошло, потому что слишком много.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Ну, а если его оживили, я извиняюсь, такой вопрос, что его мешает еще раз оживить после событий третьей части? Ну, кроме того, что это тупо. А совет, короче, мне совет вообще не жалко было на самом деле сливать. Типа, я посмотрела последствия, ну и как бы не знаю, блин. Блин, у него такой взгляд, типа, я не знаю, что в его внешности бывает что-то такое криповое. Ну, как бы, ладно, давай. Чего выбрать, да? А чё, нельзя просто... Я ж, блин, нажала перенести персонажа. Я ж не помню, кто он там был. Ну, штурмовик, наверное, у меня был, да? Импланты. Чё за импланты? Ой, ё-моё, и чё, и кто я? Ну, у меня стандартный был. В принципе. Типа, я так... Уровень и спецификации перенести хотела. Вот мне вот эти вот уникальные способности вообще ни о чем не говорят. Специальные. Так, ну разведчик это вообще мимо, это не мое. Я не. Ближний бой, ну. Хз. А тут во второй части не будет ограничений по броне, да? Потому что в первой части они были у меня. Ой, боевой дрон, это тоже мимо. Ну, я бы что-нибудь среднее взяла. Типа, вот у этих вроде прикольные способности, но я больше стрелять люблю, например. Ну, давай штурмовик, короче. Ваши достижения дают... Чего? Бронебойные патроны, барьер, удар. Вы если думаете, что я помню хотя бы половину из этого, я не знаю, что такое оборона. Ну давай бронебойные патроны. Чё? Да погнали, пофиг вообще.
Something's wrong. He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson, he's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Steps pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack.
Что, нас разводит?
Your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry!
Или не разводит? Мне кажется,
Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
пройти обучение. Понятно, понятно. Вот это у тебя, конечно, пистолет сразу с броней. Так, сапчики, наверное, лучше бы снизу, конечно. Как спрятаться? ты хотела? Да можешь подождать, не трынди хотя бы пару минут. Что сказать-то хотела? Крутая трилогия. Слушай, ну несмотря на то, что мне первая часть типа, не прям до визга зашла, было очень сложно не подметить, что играя я в нее... Помолчи, пожалуйста, девочка моя. Что играя я в нее там лет 10 назад даже, блин, я бы вообще пищала от восторга. Там настолько вот этот уровень проработки такой, типа, псевдо-открытый мир. Ну, по тем временам это прям вообще жесть была. Это прям открытый-открытый. Ну, не считай какого-нибудь Мороча. Там, блин, где угодно можно было побегать, блин, какие-то дополнительные задания там куча. Это прикольно. Чё, осторожно? Угу. А ускориться на пробел, да. Стрим зависает, это что-то либо у вас, либо у Твича, потому что у меня вообще ни одной потери кадров. И чё? Как бросить гранату? Да ё-моё. Кстати, что это такое? Бронебойные патроны, заряд. Чё? Чё мне это дало? И сейчас буду вспоминать вообще, как это все делается. А где полоска вооружений, где... О, вот она, чё, окей. Куда стрелять-то? Неудобно. Ну, я, по-моему, то ли на стриме каком-то говорила, а может, я Насте просто... У меня в первой части все побочки закончились на том, что я... ну вот скроллом можно. В первой части побочки у меня закончились на том, что я куда-то прилетела на какую-то планету, там какой-то песчаный червь был, и типа я на этом сказала, хватит с меня этого дерьма, и пошла по сюжету дальше. Потому что я такое не люблю. Окей, давай зайдем. Давай зайдем. А чё?
Cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody's...
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity.
Ну вы фанаты вообще страшные люди, на самом деле. Я даже рада, что я не знакома с Масичем, потому что я бы иначе прям вообще, у меня бум-бум-чау. Стоит, что-то, блин, стекло протирает. А что, Миранду это жахнуть можно будет? Кого еще жахнуть можно будет? Крогана можно будет жахнуть? Я бы Крогана жахнул. Ядрить ты как-то...
Look, pal, I don't know where I am or how I got here. Plus, my head feels like an overripe melon ready to split open. How about you fill me in a little?
Все, игра на 1 балл.
I forgot this is all new to you. Sorry about that. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it!
Короче, я сейчас после стрима пойду прогуглю, можно ли в Андромеде жахнуть Крогана, и если можно, то я пойду играть в Андромеду. Все. Это мое слово.
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible. Unless you've got access. We've got to get you out of here, Shepard.
Да все, харе, трындеть, пошли давай.
But I'm a biotic. Just give the order.
Я сама все сделаю. Блин, по сюжету идем, чё? Стреляют по плану. Блин, кособок не может попасть.
Just give the order and I'll hit him with a biotic power.
Вы там скоро закончитесь? Или что там у нас? Вы готовы? Еще миллион на подходе? Окей, меню приказов. И что мне с тобой делать? Что делать-то с тобой?
Let me know when you want my biotics.
Как мне выбрать-то? Но мне вообще на самом деле не интересно, как.
Ready to get the hell off this station?
Да пошли.
What's the quickest way to those?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. Probably best if we.
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
Let's get out of here.
You bet. We can get into the service tunnels through this door.
На ходу это нельзя было сказать, нет? Я на ходу не помню.
Alert. Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Давайте, кому тут следующему наваляем.
Threat neutralization initiated.
Как ему треснуть? Как рукопашный треснуть? Ай!
Find us another route out of here.
Oh God, they found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry!
Я, сори, я прям на автомате, но он очень долго говорит, блин. Типа, ну я успеваю прочитать, ну правда, я, блин. Типа, ну я быстро читаю, ничего не могу с этим поделать. Я прям на автомате скипнула пару раз, такая, блин, надо же не скипать. Ненавижу, когда долго говорят. Она, блин, пока сейчас до конца диалога дойдет, но я правда в туалет успею сходить. Блин, ну... Не люблю, когда долго рассусоливают, блин. Ну, хочешь поговорить, говори на ходу. А ты кто вообще?
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah.
А.
That was me.
Я поняла, кто ты.
How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some meta-gel in the first aid. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Сори, я на автомате. Ну, блин, я тут ничего не сделаю. Ну да, я нетерпеливая. Я пришла, блин, посмотреть сюжет. А сам ты не мог сходить, немощный? Чего?
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, huh? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Haven't known her long enough to trust her.
This project was Miranda's baby. She'd never sabotage it.
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few.
Ну, наконец-то вы закончили.
Clear a path to the shuttles.
Да не хочу я умения, блин, использовать. Отстаньте от меня. Хочу делать пиу-пиу.
Okay, we took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting
А
a
можно
shot in
просто
the
сказать
back.
ему
If
дальше
you want to
пойдем.
piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Вот что сказать, чтобы диалог покороче был?
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
А шрам-то сейчас светится почему? Типа из-за моих выборов или в целом, чтобы показать, что они могут... Я просто не очень понимаю.
Systems active.
Так а что тут в рукопашку-то можно кому-нибудь это? По-моему, можно было. Клавиш. Это же не бой F. О, ты бьешься, чё у тебя экран трясется? От каких плохих ответов? Бежать ты не хочешь. Не, ну сейчас нормальный сюжет пойдет, я начну нормально отвечать. Просто, ну, типа, чуваки, он только в себя пришел, типа, чего вы докопались? Башка пухнет, вообще ничего не интересно. Нога отвалилась. Это было неудачно. Это было удачно.
Subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable.
Я уже не помню, что тут делать надо, но я помню, что меня это бесило в первой части. Ну давай попробуем. Чё это? Я очень рада, я вообще ничего не поняла. Найти совпадающий символ. Окей, как мне их подсветить? А, я тебя поняла. Нет, нормальная тема. Там какая-то хрень, по-моему, с кружочками, с чем была. Не, ну вот это еще нормально, это еще нормально. Я, короче, все прослушала, но неважно. Так, а гранату как кинуть, кстати? Тоже давай глянем сразу. Пупум. Не вижу я. Остановить мину, правая кнопка мыши. Что-то это прям не то. Ну и ладно. Блин, меня обижать это shift. Так, куда идти-то мне? Что-то я... Да, а что это за хрень тогда там валяется? Если это не граната.
Through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Ладно, давай пообщаемся.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need
Don't
to go
you
back.
get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on. Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid, raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
И вообще, как бы, ну, два одинаковых ответа.
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough. elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Ой, сейчас глазик почешу. Закону подлости второй число. Вообще на патроны не очень похожи, больше на какие-то гранатки светошумовые похожи, ну ладно.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
Ой.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Шкафчик, какой шкафчик? Где? Где шкафчик? Ого, ничего себе. Кастомизация, блин. Ой. Прикольно. Ну тут было бы из чего выбирать, знаешь, я бы и 8 могла на самом деле часов потратить на костюм, это да. Ну тут как-то так не постарались.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
And what exactly is it that you and I know?
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think. That one man, one very specific man, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
I noticed a few upgrades. I hope you didn't replace anything really important.
We tried to keep you as intact as possible. We need Shepard, just as you were when you defeated Sovereign.
What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique, not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
В смысле пропущенные? Типа я же понажимала, поспрашивала.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Ну там вроде ничего
Wilson was one of
интересного
my
не было.
best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Чё вообще курит-то, блин? Пик, чё, куда? Хе-хе-хе. Ряд, журнал, кодекс, ничего не помню. Давай отряд. И... Совершенствование. Так, отлично. Давай сюда. Можно обе шкалы заполнить? Очки отряда, ну а чё? Ты не хочешь? Или типа нельзя сюда больше? Прикол. Окей, давай сюда. О, чё ты не хочешь нажимать? Не нравится. Серьезно, а чё не нравится? Такое ощущение, что я что-то не понимаю, блин, в этой жизни. А, господи, она же 3 очка стоит. Все, я поняла, это я тупень. Ну, одно очко. Ну, а чё не хочешь? Или у меня уже есть, во-первых, все, окей. Я тупень, все норм. А что ты мне подсвечиваешь? Необратимо, блин, что так пугать-то? Ой, это я не буду читать, извините, как-нибудь в следующий раз.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
For someone who spent 2 years putting me back together, you don't seem real fond of me.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Cerberus gave me my body back. That's worth giving them a chance. One chance.
But you're still not convinced. Do you trust me, Commander?
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. But there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. The old council was dead, and humanity took control of the new one. But nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared. We've got no target to go after.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Я с каким раньше бегал-то? О, Господи. Ладно.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, no signs of battle.
Hear that? Sounds like a better.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the colony.
Мне кажется, не сяду. Херней тоже можно. Нормально.
Nice trick.
Shoot them before they take out the shield.
За Half-Life.
Here goes.
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Я аж забыла, как они называются, блин. Так офигела. Так, стоп, что-то было. Так, стену сейф вижу, мне казалось, что что-то еще открыть можно было. Я не хочу прятаться в укрытиях. Я шо, выбрала легкий уровень сложности, чтобы в укрытиях спрятаться? Нет. Хочу делать пиу-пиу. Я, в принципе, думаю, на нормале вы тоже ничего такого не было. Просто, ну, мне проще. Как надо, игру Настя уже прошла. А я могу проходить как
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Cerberus rebuilt me, Tally. In return, they asked me to investigate these attacks on human colonies.
You'll pardon us for not taking you at your word, Cerberus.
We're well within our rights to investigate attacks on a human colony. I'd like to know what the Quarians are doing here.
Weapons down, Praza. Whatever's going on here, I don't think we need another fight. One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Everyone else is dead. What makes you think Vitor survived?
We saw him when we landed.
You saw him? Then why isn't he with you already?
Vitor was injured, and he was always, nervous.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the far side.
Ну, кстати, компас это прикольно.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
А ее жахнуть можно будет? Ты у нас будешь экспертом по жахнению, Майлз.
Sensors activated.
Here goes.
Subdue and suppress.
Ай. Отлично, всех жахнем. Никто не уйдет обиженным.
Use overload on him.
There we go!
Target down.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on, we can still catch them.
Ой. Чё ты зависаешь-то? О, до свидания. Я поняла. После, а что, у меня еще какие-то очки, что ли, появились? Нет, что еще тебе надо тут? Отстань. Сейчас я тебя жах. Да я сейчас их всех уделаю. Всех уделаю. Сяду и уделаю.
There we go!
Hurry, Shepard. We are inside the loading docks.
Что-то, по-моему, больше было.
Reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Sure thing.
Understood.
Got it. That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Да. Что у меня есть?
Overload will take out their shield.
Вот это ты меткая баба, вообще прям, блин. Ой. Нет, не хорошо. Попробуешь еще раз?
Going up.
А как они сняты-то, блин, если она по контейнеру попала?
This might be useful.
Куда идти? А, в ту сторону, значит, идем сюда. Надо обходить все сейфы. сюда стоит забегать или нет? Ничего. О, аптечка, это да. О.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Ладно. Куда нам? Да ё-моё, блин.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Mechs will protect. Swarms coming. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his envirosuit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I'm still trying to accept that you're even alive, and you're with Cerberus. I've got responsibilities now. I've got a mission of my own. I can't walk away from that. Not even for you.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vidor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
The data from his Omni tool should be quite useful.
We're still analyzing it. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Tell me what you know about these Collectors.
They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
I hate waiting, but I'll need a team. A good one.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you could convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night. It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Ну вот, я так хотела назвать его плотвой. Это, блин, музыка, как из последнего героя.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Having an AI in charge of the Normandy system should give us an advantage.
Actually, I am not in control of the ship, Commander. Due to the potential dangers of a rogue AI, Cerberus has severely restricted my capabilities. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Не, ну чё, вон ртом шевелит.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
Ещё, ну
The
то есть
Normandy has a
будет,
full
да?
crew. They're at the stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
За что эту игру любят? Блин, жахнуть даже никого толком нельзя. Вообще никакого выбора, никакого праздника. У меня аж кот чихнул, будь здоров, на сладко.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Так, куда тыкаться? Ну-ка.
Yes, Shepard.
Девочка, сосочка. Поговорим о тебе.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
До свидания.
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI.
Так, ну я проскипну.
That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare. I collate the records of I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Restricted functions?
I do not know. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released.
Cyber warfare means
in close range ship-to-ship once I seize control of their system. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers.
The elusive man has
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our
Let's discuss something else. I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
How is Cerberus organized?
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus cell, which is directed
So how many operations is Cerberus
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
What sort of resources does Cerberus
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Круто.
How did Cerberus replicate the
I
most
have a block that prevents
Да
me
и
from
пошла ты в
answering
жопу
that
тогда,
question.
блин.
That's all for now.
Засунула бы я тебе, блин, большой толстый в твои ограничения. Ну-ка, подожди, что за управление? Отлично. Ничего не понятно, очень интересно. Ладно. Не договорила, да? Пофиг вообще. Так, нет, карту пока не хочу. Что за личный? Кто личный? Личный терминал. Вот он, личный терминал. Статус команды, чё? Ой, ёп. Понятно. Не, ну чё, в принципе. Те белые, конечно, больше, но хотя бы сиськи закрыты. Не, ну... ну я с этим не поговорила, с Джокером. Мне, кстати, он не нравится еще с первой части. У него какое-то лицо не очень недоверие вызывает.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
Reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
It's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I died.
Yeah, you were such a downer.
Все, наговорились.
Commander.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
So, how do you think we're doing?
If Normandy's not as ready as she could be, there's always more we could upgrade. As for the crew, you'd have to ask a
What do you think about the people?
Well, about the ones you went out with, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
I assume everything is going
I really
well.
want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
I don't have time to babysit you, Joker.
Yeah, reasoning with the intercom is not my strong point.
Your problem, not mine.
Thanks. I'll remember this.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Я не принимаю претензии от того, кто будет жахать эту штуку вместо меня, поэтому сам разбирайся. Так, чё тут? Карта галактики. Не хочу карту галактики. Здорово.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Давай пообщаемся.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Ну, отлично, тебя тоже жахнем.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of if any of the crew has important business.
Isn't that the type of task better suited?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my... Everyone knows how risky I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's
We're lucky to have someone with your skills,
Thank you,
Kelly.
Shepard. What else would you like to know? Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Вечером заходи, пообщаемся. Почему, блин, чтобы кого-то жахнуть, с ним нужно разговаривать? Какие правила приличия, блин? Фигня какая-то, блин. Да зачем знакомиться, блин? Не знаю. Вы, парни, вообще ничего не понимаете. Ладно, блин, я устала говорить. Что за Life is Strange? Блин, почему с каждым пообщаться надо? Ё-моё, а? Я сейчас пока буду говорить, уже стрим закруглять, блин, надо. А мы никого не жахнули.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the Elusive Man walks his talk. And you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
It's good to hear a clear opinion.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
Это я сейчас к нему подкатила, что ли, случайно?
How are we doing, Jacob?
Вот как раз тебя, братан, я жахать не особо.
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with anything else, Commander?
What do you think of the state?
We don't have a full complement. Anything else, Commander?
I understand you.
Miranda and I stopped a Batarian plan to release a bio.
Ладно, я рели сейчас проскипываю диалоги, как бы ты бы все равно играл в курс, что там. Я успела прочитать, понять суть.
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Это что за игрушка? Кругом Сузи, вот прям, блин, дразнит, зараза такая, а. Только бабы, ну окей, а чё он тогда морозится?
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL in addition to interfacing with the FTL commnet. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can, in addition to the cost and bandwidth issue, to contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entanglement.
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement.
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created when one particle occupies a given quantum state. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the elusive man's.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Не, ну просто если рили, как бы тут нет особо никого на стриме, кому важно прям все диалоги просмотреть. Я успеваю их читать, но реально успеваю. Блин, шкала дернулась. Шея заболела.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Поехали. Ёп твою, чё 4 палубы там, по-моему, в первой части меньше было. О, личная каюта, окей, поехали в личную каюту. Пока что. Я всегда очень быстро скипаю диалоги, мне поэтому очень сложно их это монтировать. Так, ну да, я не прочитала сообщение. А, ну это я видела. А можно вот эту рамочку убрать? Меня прям бесит, бля. Шкаф для брони. Ну-ка, что за музыка? Вот под эту и будем жахать. Ну, я так понимаю, тут как бы на всю игру. Поехали в каюту экипажа. Жопы крутить. Блин, что такой здоровый-то корабль?
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Wow. My family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Чё, женский туалет?
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
Чё? Я, может, не хочу мужской туалет, а женский хочу. А чё ты не говоришь, что женский в другом месте находится? Я думала, ты меня просто информируешь. Ой, Чё, блин, я понять не могу, почему игра пролагивает периодически. Что
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies. Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
You have
I
everything
make
you need.
do, but have you ever tried to taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves...
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than
If I head that way, I'll keep
Much
an eye.
appreciated. Well, anything else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. The Alliance and Council of... It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collectors.
How did you find your way into
Can you believe I was once a family man? But losing everything to Batarian, I'm no soldier. I'll do whatever it takes to help. Be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping...
How did you find your way?
I'll do whatever it takes to help. Be that
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
I won't take any more.
Отличие у такое, что я бы с твоих рук не ела.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But
You
not
have everything you need.
I believe so. This medical base, only thing missing. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we
Я
have
так
much
понимаю, можно
larger
найти бутылку и
concerns
ее
ahead.
жахнуть, да? Ну, в
Doctor,
смысле, не
you've been with the
бутылку, а
Alliance for years. Why leave now?
I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center.
Colonial military
I've
life?
spent most of my... I'm used to the hum. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
There's a very good chance this mission will
I've
be a
been
one-
through the We survived the... I've lived a full life. No regrets.
Ну нельзя, да с
I'd
какую
like to make sure
пенсионерку
the
вон
crew gets the
нормальная,
same
типа на корабле как
opportunity.
летать, так она не пенсионерка,
Doctor,
да?
After the
А
no-
как
I was stationed at the Mars
на
Naval
другом корабле
Medical
полетать,
Center.
так
I'll see you
сразу
later.
спина заболела. Эх, тема одинаковая, блин.
Access to the AI core is restricted.
Нет, ля какая краля, кабинет отдельный, тля, блин.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
What exactly are your duties, aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the Elusive Man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the Elusive Man, updating our status.
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the Elusive Man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
What level of genetic modification are we
That's
talking?
very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. My biotic abilities are... Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and... Well, it's pretty impressive,
Sounds
really.
like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my... abilities.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, and it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed.
Thanks for the information.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Так, ну, вообще я вроде со всеми поговорила. По-моему, еще на последний этаж можно попробовать. Мы, кстати, полчаса уже бегаем, разговариваем, как бы не такое. Эх, долго... Да. Долго будем. Проходи. Да.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Ой, блин, я сейчас доп-квестов себе наберу.
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Norman, I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators.
Kenneth, in short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot.
Why isn't something like that already?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency.
Also, the T6 model can be hard
We
to
could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descent. I was very public with my
That's an
defense.
understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented...
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
So why did you join?
Kenneth and I have been partners in... When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include
Thanks,
me.
Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
В смысле, прям, типа, сюжетно не вывезем?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and...
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me. Both Gabby and I...
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign...
Why did you leave the Perugian?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The council backslid on the Reaper.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated...
Which was bullshit.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy.
Фигово чё, блин.
I'm amazed Shepard.
Это сложно играть. Сложно, что я даже с лестницы не смогла спуститься. Да чё ты лагаешь-то? Ну чё? Права не имеешь. А как его улучшить-то? Типа мне по рынку бегать или где-то искать способы? Так, нет, стоп, я хотела опять к ним зайти. Опять к ним. Смотри, тут очень весело. Куда идти? Так, ну вообще, что у нас? 2 часа почти прошло. В принципе, мы со всеми поговорили. Надо, наверное, на этом сохраниться и, собственно, закругляться. Так, давай, что, терминал? Окей, карта. Так, пум-пум-пум-пум-пум. Тут как-то можно крутить, нет? Можно крутить. А где? Так. Ретранслятор это что? Окей, я поняла. Место крушения. Шмоптель. А чё так много-то всего? Я хочу... Это самое... Я хотела слетать на базу, на эту, там, где совет, вот это все, блин, город этот. Цитадель же, да? Я когда мимо, блин, полетела. Я просто не помню. Ну, что тут прям куча всего в сравнении с первой частью. В первой части ты там щелкаешь по планетам, на планете нету ни хера, просто описание. Топливный склад. А что за топливный склад? Ну ладно, давай на стабиль, наверное. А что будет, если топливо закончится? И чё, даже никто не офигел, что мы-то мимо пролетели? Пик. Мы еще и
Commander Shepard, enter the password and receive a free gift. Please tell me your password, Commander Shepard.
Silence is golden.
Good to finally meet you, Commander Shepard. Kasumi Goto. I'm a fan.
Has Cerberus filled you in on
Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't come to see me sooner. My fault for being hard to find, I guess.
What's with the password and the sneaking around?
I'm the best thief in the business. I also needed to make sure all this was legit. And I have no doubts now. You're the real Commander Shepard.
What brought you to Cerberus?
That's a bit of a story. Turns out they were looking for someone to join you on it. I had a thing I needed help with, so I made them a deal. And here we are.
I assume this deal is
Yeah,
something
I guess it slipped their mind. I'm looking for my old partner's gray box. A man named Donovan Hawk took it, and I'm planning to get it back.
If that's what Cerberus promised you...
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun. We should probably wrap this up. You look pretty silly standing there talking to an advertisement. See you on the ship, Shepard.
Все, короче, на этом тогда мы сохраняемся и дальше идем смотреть, что мы тут вообще сделать можем. Я вообще не помню, куда тут идти. Я помню, что город большой, я постоянно плутала, я только запомнила примерно самые главные точки и Игра закончилась.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'll need you to remove any biotic amp you might be wearing.
What? Why?
Unfortunately, sir, biotics can be used as a weapon. The rules require me to confiscate all amps. Hand over yours.
Вообще, такие игры культовые, я с тобой согласна. Типа, насчет халтуры они заслуживают того, чтобы им нормальные ремастеры, ремейки делали. Потому что, ну, типа, Массач, не знаю, они вроде там особо и не претендовали. А чё там, Ластуху сейчас, типа, ремастернули. GTA-шки вот эти пресловутые, это, конечно, да, это, блин, прям позорище. Бабок спилить. Вот, в общем, ладно, что, давай на этом закругляться. Я планирую в субботу опять выйти в то же время, по-моему, 11 по Москве. Вот, не знаю пока, в что будем играть. Вряд ли это будет Массач. Не знаю, там, посмотрю по настроению. Это, возможно, либо будет Овер, либо что-то прям другое, новенькое. Вот, там поглядим. Но я так понимаю, ты не играл именно в легендарные издания, Майлз, да? Судя по тому, что там с лиц некоторых персонажей поофигевал. Но в оригинальной части я бы, наверное, не смогла сейчас, мне так кажется. Оно прям это грустненько. Видел новости. Ну, новости, я думаю, все видели. Ну, вот, в общем, да, на этом закругляемся. Будет видно. Да, я в курсе, там скин жнеца, какой-то брелочек и двойной опыт, по-моему, на выходные. Я просто не уверена, что я не выполню там все задания ежедневные в субботе. Если нет, то можно будет в субботу побегать. Просто Овер — это типа такая игра, где очень многое зависит от того, какая тебе там команда попадется. И, соответственно, я не уверена, что я вывезу 2 часа стримить. Я вот когда для себя играю, я могу зайти на 1, максимум 2 катки. Отлететь, и я сразу понимаю, что час играть не стоит. И там захожу или через часок снова попробовать, или там на следующий день уже. Вот, там видно будет. Да, я себе, кстати, Battle Pass купила. Вот. Сдалась. Вот, в общем, до встречи в субботу. Если все будет, то на связь выйду также. И, ну, в принципе, плюс-минус буду стараться там в субботу, в среду выходить, за исключением, может быть, тех недель, где будут обзоры, чтобы не отвлекаться от них. Вот. В общем, хорошего вечера всем, кто смотрел. Спасибо большое за присутствие на стриме. Всем пока. Увидимся.